Eyup, yep, you did read that right. This is where we're at. We're going to rank badges 1 to 92. I need season to come back. Bet you never thought you'd see the day. 92nd, dead last, Tranmere. What's going on? It's so much worse than the blue and white one that they had for a start, so that's immediately taking points off them. There's so much going on. The colour scheme's disgusting. It's awful. It is truly, it's an eyesore. What even are them things on it? What is that? A dog with a tail in top left, a tree, the bird from Cardiff, and then 2 of that same dog in top left in bottom right corner. Some Latin shite at bottom. Oh no, really poor Tranmere. I can't believe they swapped that blue and white one out for that. That's 92nd definitely. 91st, newly promoted, Barnet. Again, a little bit too much going on. The colour scheme, shocking. Again, every team's got some random like hidden law behind it, and it like what are these symbols on this ribbon at bottom? I've got no idea. They've got both Lancashire and Yorkshire Rose at top by it looks. The Battle of Barnet, which is, I don't know, 150 miles away from either. Yeah, not having that one even. 91st. 90th, Bolton. Mainly this is me being biased because of the old one being as good as it were, with the 2 little ribbons that came off it, like Prime Barclays era. That's what I associate Bolton with. But this current one, I don't like it. I like the curved thing in the ball is BWFC. In case you didn't know that, I'm going to drop some knowledge on you with these badges. But it's BWFC, as you can see with the badge. Obviously Lancashire Rose as well. But it's too bland. It's way too bland for me. I don't like it. 89th, MK Dons. Yeah, that's like, if you turn it sideways, this way, then it's like a K facing like the bottom. You know what I mean? It's like a K and an M. But if you've got this badge on a black background, you can't even see writing on left hand side. There's a big red dot for no reason. It's very smelly again. MK Dons. It's just very on brand with club. 88th, Crawley. The only reason that I've not got these like lower, I know there's not a lot to work with going lower, but the only reason I've got these at 88 is because at least they've got the white background. You know, like MK Dons haven't got anything on the background so that you can see what it's actually saying. In Crawley's badge, there's a white circle around it so you can at least read the Crawley Town stuff. But the badge itself is shit. 87 is Blackpool. They've had this for a long time, and I still couldn't tell you anything that's on that. Absolutely no idea. I'm looking at it now, zoomed in. I have not got a clue about one thing that's on that badge. Similar, when you've got the writing around the edge, it's not good. I don't like when there's writing around edge, not involved in the actual badge itself. It's just plopped on with 2 little dots either side. Not a fan again. And you know what it looks like? The big, like, orange feather things. You know Royalty years ago when they had these big fur coats on and that? It looks like something like that. It looks like a fox fur coat. 86 is Peterborough. The colour scheme at choice here is so poor. So bad. Different shades of blue and grey and white to a point that from a distance, if you were to look at that, I mean, I couldn't tell you what it is actually looking at it up close, but even from distance, it's just blurred and you don't really know what you're looking at. I swear I saw a graphic designer go into detail on it, saying like, this is a badge and we've changed this and this is why it looks so good. Mate, it's crap. It's absolutely crap. 85 Newport. This is the first of many clip art badges. Ones that have been done in Microsoft Word. I do quite like the colour scheme, but that's it. As far as the clip art badges do go, the basic bitch badges, this is surely one of the worst ones. It's really bad. Next, Accrington Stanley. It's another one that's been about forever, so I like it for that reason. But there's so much going on in middle of badge again, and I just ain't got a clue what it is. I've not got a clue. It's if you have to look at what something actually is, and it's not evidently clear, it's not good. 83 is Salford. This is taking minimalism to a new height. No writing anywhere. No detail anywhere. Again, the definition of a clip art badge. It's so bad. So bad. At least they're trying to, you know, with the shape of it, it's kind of like a lion's mane, I guess. But it's still bad. 82, I've got Huddersfield. At least I've got the little dog on there, because they all bum them, don't they? No little catchphrase. I feel like some of the Latin phrases and that can actually be good. But if not, at least have your name on there, which Huddersfield have done. They've got that bit right. I'm not too keen on the outer shield shape. And again, it's like a lot of nothing. It's like filling badge up for no reason. Because what is all this stuff that the dog's actually stood on? It's just floating bits of paper. I don't know what it is. They've got the 3 stars on there. But for a side that's won top flight 3 times, I would have made that more prevalent, more in your face. You know, for a side that's never going to win out again as well, I'd definitely just like ram it down your throat that you've won a couple of things. 81 is Fulham. I mean, again, in case you didn't know, it says FFC on the badge. I've genuinely seen people not knowing that one. Some of them are harder to see than other ones, like the MK Dons one. I actually found that out like last week. I'm not going to lie to you. But the Fulham one, who can't see that immediately? What else is he going to pay? Again, very minimalist. And the one of the biggest sides, I think, Fulham, in terms of like a Premier League team, that if you were to show someone who don't like football a badge, most of them that know. No one that don't like football has got a clue what the hell that is. There's no wording on there. Yeah, there's FFC if you know what to look for. But, nah, crap. Colchester, this really annoys me. I'm not going to lie to you, this really does annoy me. I don't know what that thing is for a start in middle. And it's more the colour choices and the lack of severe contrast. Like, you can sort of see it. If you go back a little bit, I feel like you can make it more out what it is when you actually zoom back. But if you're going to have something smack at middle of your badge that's just completely out of ordinary, at least make it pop. You know, like Brentford's B, for example. The colours are there. There's no, like, dashy line stuff like there is with this. Pooh. 80th, Colchester. 79, I've got Cheltenham. It's actually like... Wait. It's a bird thing! I can't believe I've just took piss out of people with Fulham. I've never noticed that that's a bird. I genuinely just thought it were blobs of colour. You're going to think I'm like doing this for a video. I swear on my life, I've only just noticed that it looks like a robin or something, doesn't it? It's still poo mine, but I just can't believe I figured that out. It's embarrassing. Luton, similar reason to Blackpool. You've got curved writing around the edge of the badge, but there's no circular motion around it, so you can sort of read it depending on the colour of background, and that annoys me quite a lot. The reason that I've got them so high above Luton, like 10 places, whatever it is, you can sort of understand what's happening on this badge. They've got a hat on there, like a couple like other bits. I like the colour scheme, mainly the hat. But the writing around the edge is worse than Blackpool's, which takes some doing. But yeah, it's 78th, I think. 76, Cambridge. It's just, wow. It is crap, that, isn't it? You know, more it's on screen and more you look at it, that actually is just shite. Big CU on front at badges if you like just didn't know anyway, because it says Cambridge United at bottom, but just slap a big 2 letters on front so you really ram it home. 86, I've got Wimbledon. It's like one of them double-headed things off Hercules, isn't it? You know when you chop its head off and it comes back with another 2? That it looks like one of them. Walsall, another one that's it's another minimalist one in it that does annoy me. I'm not gonna lie, they do piss me off. Some of these that have got no detail on them at all, or no effort, or a really crap colour scheme. And I think Walsall honestly ticks every single one. The only reason that I've got them higher than like all these ones so far is I like that the writing's curved round top and not just all the way around, like Walsall Football Club on a plain background. But it is rubbish. Next, I've got Swindon. I like the colour scheme. I like the sachet thing across the side with Swindon Town FC in gold. I actually quite like that. They've got some Latin phrase that apparently means health and industry. Okay. It's not related to football in the slightest, really. But anyway, moving on. Next is Stockport. If you're going to change your badge, right, from the one that they had originally, which is just like the centre crest of this one, but a little bit bigger, at least do what they've done. I feel like this is a lesson to some of the other sides that change the badge and want to make it something else. Stockport have never had an attractive badge. It's never been nice to look at. But that's a little bit more somewhat like than what it were previously. That is an improvement on the previous one, but it's still shit. Shrewsbury. 3 Lions Heads in middle. Floriet Salopia. Let's have a look. Translates to May Shropshire Flourish or May Shrewsbury Flourish. These are crap. These phrases are so poor. I like the 3 heads though on it. And the colour scheme's different, which I quite like. But yeah, Shrewsbury's in there. Next up, Rotherham. I mean, it speaks to the history of the place, Millers and that. Again, very minimalist and poor. To say at least. 71, Norwich. Colour scheme's obviously out there. I don't know what that thing is in top left, but the canary's quite cool. Northampton, 2 mythical beasts, a well and a castle dangling on some price tag thing, I think. Some flower down at bottom. At least they've got Northampton Town FC and not some stupid things like glory to the cobble or something like that in a Latin phrase at bottom. 69, Leeds. I mean, it's better than other thing that come out with that fist. Jesus Christ. It's alright, to be fair. They've got Yorkshire Rose on there, like, smacking your face. I do think they could go to old school one, because I think they used to have that. Just a massive, big, white rose. I think that'd be better than this thing. But it's not the worst thing ever. There's not a lot you can do with that colour combination, really. It is disgusting. Barrow. I'm assuming part of that speaks to the history of the place. Again, they've got like the name on a little ribbon. It's all right. There's a lot going on, but I feel like it's at least detailed to a certain extent rather than just blurred crap. There is some clear detail in there on it, which I quite like. Same as Exeter, to be fair. Again, a very strange colour combo with the size of the colours I've actually got in background of the thing, and these dancing unicorns and that. I like the Exeter City on the actual badge itself on the ribbon at bottom. Overall, it's okay. It's one of the better ones that's got loads of just random shite on. Donny next, I would probably add the cider if the actual little badge on it with the DRFC on it and the red and that, if that were changed in a sort of way, because the big gold like soldier thing in background I actually think is quite good. For ages as well, for years when I was growing up and I started going to football, I thought that were an horse. You know, because I never actually looked at it like really close up. I thought from a distance it looks like an horse face in that way. 65, I've got Coventry. This is again, it's another one that's never been a good badge really. Some of them they just need to completely strip the full identity really to have it look somewhat like. The elephant thing's cool. There's not a lot of blue on the badge either really. You know, for a side that actually plays in blue, you'd think that your predominant colour would be the colour of your kit, but there's not really a lot going on there with Cov, is there? Chesterfield next. I actually quite like this one. In fairness, the spy-right thing, whatever that like stripe is through middle, I don't know. I like the CFC as well, because the C's are linked, aren't they? And it's not just some boring bog standard thing. You know, like Cambridge, for God's sake, they could have just put C in a big capital in middle at screen. But I actually quite like that one for Chesterfield. Burton's is very different, and I still couldn't tell you what it is. It's just a fat bloke kicking a ball, isn't it? Established 1950. I just won't put that on badge, to be honest, if I were formed in 1950. But as far as like yellow goes, again, it's an horrible colour scheme, innit? You're just not blessed in that department. But I think they've done all right there. Burnley. Again, probably a bit of personal bias because I did prefer the other one. But again, I'm assuming, like, obviously I'm not going to research every single one at 92 badges. But I'm assuming it's some sort of history-related thing, some of the stuff that they've got on screen. I just don't like it. I just don't like it compared to the other one. The other one were quite light as well. It had quite a light background in it, and the purple pushed through. Whereas they've gone like complete contrast here. It's all right, but there's definitely 10s, 20s, 50 more better than this. 61, I've got Crewe. This has always been one at like smaller sides, because like a lot of the crap sides are just, even the badges go to match, don't they? Honestly, but Crewe's is one that I quite like. I like the yellow like reef thing that goes around middle. I like that it's Crewe Alexander Football Club with a white background, and I also like that it's not just a circular background and it's got like a shield around it rather than what would naturally fit with the circle vibe that they've got going on. Don't know what the red little dragon thing is, but I ain't got a clue. It's all right, Crews. 60 Leyton Orient, 2 red dragons. It's different. It's one of the only ones as well where it feels like it's not got a main centerpiece, and it like has quite a gap in middle, and the main attraction's around the edge, which is different. I quite like that, in fairness. I like the colour combo. Nice. Actually, I like that. Do you know what I mean, though? There's not like many off the top of my head that I can think of where there's a big gap through middle of the actual badge itself. I do actually rate that. 59, I've got Harrogate. I think this is mainly because of the colour scheme that I actually like it. It's really different and really nice. Not many black badges either, like predominantly black badges. They've obviously got not a lot on there because Harrogate don't do a great deal, in fairness, and I'm sure there would be loads of fans from the club giving me grief in comments if they had any, but they're all Leeds fans that go there on away games that they can't get to for Leeds. But I do actually quite like the colour combo in the badge, not gonna lie, I do like it. As far as clip art goes, same as this next one, Bristol City. You know, every time I look at this, I think something different, and I can't really make my mind on it. But just for it's so minimalistic, and that can work sometimes. Like with some of the other ones that I've got far up, they're really good. But there's just something about that that's quite off-putting. That I'm not like, I'm not feeling it. Bristol City's badge. Next up, Bradford. Again, I quite like the colour combination. The badge is generally quite a strange shape with chicken on top. I like the Bantams thing at bottom. But again, the thing that's laying it down is the big BC at middle. Have you got no history about you at all to put something that isn't just 2 big block capital letters in centre of your badge? It's same as Cambridge. If they had some, I don't know what they could possibly have Bradford in there. It lets it down. I'm not going to lie to you, it does let it down. Next, Bournemouth. I think they could probably use cherries more. Bournemouth has got like some, Bournemouth has just got something about it, I think, that I quite like. It's strange. Like, the length of that bloke's hair is crazy. But it's quite nice. I quite like it. Next, Wickham. Again, it's just another clip art version in it. I do like the colours, to be fair, and it does pop quite a bit. It stands out, I think, in terms of some other badges that I've got like loads on the screen in front of me. And Wickham's does pop out quite a lot. which I like. It is just very minimalistic and boring though, so I have to put it here. Bristol Rovers next. Really like this one. Really like it. There's a lot going on. The Bristol Rovers that curves around the edge and it's not just like put top and bottom. Do you know what I mean? That annoys me. Big, strong number of year founded on badge. Pirate stood on a football. Cold. Really nice. Next up, I've got Wrexham. It's strange, but I do actually quite like it. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot going on. Dragons and stuff. Personally, if I was designing a Wrexham badge, I would smack, like I said about some of the other stuff, I would smack the date they were formed very in your face. Like say, oh, we just feel the fact that they've won stuff. Wrexham being one of the oldest clubs ever, I would proper just ram it down your throat like Sheffield FC do. Spurs next. It's a cock on a ball. The only reason that I've not got it higher because it is like it's quite iconic now, isn't it? Really, that centerpiece badge. It is quite good though, and they were one of the first to do the minimalistic vibe of it, weren't they? Because it had a lot of detail on it in like 80s, 90s, and when they changed it to this or a similar version to this, it was probably one of the first ones to do it. But I like it. Stoke next. I like, again, we're getting into the ones that are, like, respectable now, and Stokes is one of them. I like the colour combination. Potter's the nickname on bottom. Big old number for year they were founded. Stoke City across top. Just simple lines up and down. Nice. Coming in at 50. Nice number. Cardiff, I've got. I like the bluebird in middle. I like that they've actually included a little bit of red on it because of when they're actually playing in that kit for a short while. What a mess that were. Cardiff City up badge, the most iconic symbol that you'd associate with them in middle. The only thing that's letting them down, and I know I said I like the red outline thing, but that red dragon squiggle thing, I'm assuming it's a dragon for Welsh side of things, it's crap. It ruins it. I'd remove that thing, but other than that, it's alright. 49 Port Vale, a load of stuff going on. Again, I like the leaves round edge. I like the pretzel thing on top. Some Captain Hook in top right. Don't know what that thing is. Like a waffle in bottom left. And then 2 butter churners by the looks of it. And a football in middle. But I like the colour scheme. It's alright. Next, I've got Wednesday. Again, I think this is personal bias. Because I just associate Wednesday with the old one. And not this one. And I just think it's such a downgrade. The owl looks like it's been on a 3-day bender. It's got humongous eyelashes. The S has got a line through it. And then they've got some stupid Latin phrase at bottom again. This a better. If you've got a Latin phrase, it better stand for something cool or you're in trouble. I've never known what this says actually. Conciliator et animis. It translates to by wisdom and courage. Wisdom and courage. Sheffield Wednesday's current state. I'll leave that one with you. Notts County next. I like the magpies. I like the colour scheme. I like the date being on there. I like it all. Really nice. Middlesbrough's next. Another strange one. But it's one of the better ones that's got a big centerpiece that has not yet been clip-arted into a default circle. Drag your image into this. You know what I mean? A lot of them are so samey, circle badges. And Middlesbrough haven't done that yet. Probably will at some point. But I like the big furry dragon in the middle. It's cool. Speaking of one of them types, but this is still quite a nice badge anyway, is Man City. I like the fact that they've got gold plastered on it. That takes some serious bollocks to have gold on your badge, but they have warranted it in recent years, in fairness. Quite a late form date, really, with some other big lads being 1894. But I like the boat. I do like the colour scheme, in fairness. It's like the equivalent of a ball stadium. No real character, because you're all following the same guidelines, and it's annoying. But that's okay. Lincoln next. A big imp thing. About as simple as you can really get, but still with some half-decent detail on it and being different to the rest of them. I like Lincoln's. 43, Grimsby. They've got the boat on there, some little fish, like, flopping down outside of it. The black and white is cold, personally. I like the little bit of red on there just to get a bit of something as well. Grimsby's is nice, I like it. Villa next, it looks like Middlesbrough's dog has been groomed. That is the only difference. Big-ass tail on it. I like the colour combo. You've got your star on there for your Champions League win as well. Again, I would personally make that a bit bigger and just really shove it down your throat. But I like that the Aston Villa thing is within the badge as well, and I like the colours. 41, I've got Forest. One of the only ones, really, that's, again, not got anything round it. It's quite minimalistic, but I still like. The 2 stars, that's what you should do with your stars. If you've got some stars, show them off. Get them slapped in your face. That's what you should do with it. I do like the tree and how it, like, waves and that. Nice. In at 40, Fleetwood. I really like the combo. You can't go wrong with red, white, and black, can you? You really can't go wrong. Like a big anchor thing, the rope that ties around it, quite nice, and it's integrated well. FTFC, I like it, me. Watford, again, another minimalistic one, but I do like the big block colours. I'm glad that they didn't do it with Watford. You know the Watford sign? If they'd have made that half black and white and then changed letters, it'd have looked a bit too much. But I really like that badge. with a Mwis. Southampton next. Obviously, top ball with halo on top for Saints. I like the scarf thing. Don't know what tree's about. But Saint Southampton FC at bottom, nice. Fairly simple as well. But there's enough going on for me to like it and respect it. Stevenage. This does look like an American diner. It does look like something that you'd see neon sign above some milkshake gaff in Arizona or something. Formed in 1976. Wowzer. It's just giving Burger King. And I can't really get it out of my head, them kits that they had on over a year. Every time I look at it, I do like it. I do genuinely like it. For some reason, I think it's just because I'm a fatty. But again, it reminds me of food. But there's a reason that I like it, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I do genuinely quite like that Stevenage badge. Next, Everton. Iconic. Again, they've got the, like, thing. I forgot what it's called, but they've got the thing above the Everton in middle that's been there forever. Two, like, halo reef things. 1878, big blue badge that's not a circle. Some Latin phrase again. Here we go. Nil satis nisi optimum. Let's have a look. Nothing but the best is good enough. Cold. Very good. That's the best Latin phrase so far. Well done, Everton. Next up, Derby. I like the ram. There's no writing on it at all, unless I'm looking at the wrong thing, but there's no writing at all. No stupid motto. No date. It is literally just a ram, and if you don't get it, unlucky. I quite like the boldness of that. Next, Bromley. I couldn't tell you for life of me what half of this stuff is, but I like the colour combo. So that's literally I'm going off. I do quite like that, to be fair. Brighton next. Some of these minimalistic ones do annoy me. But there's such a fine line between no effort, but you can get away with it, and no effort, and it's just honking crap. And Brighton, I think, are lucky that they're getting away with this, because it does speak to what they are, seagulls, obviously. But there's just nothing else at all. No date. They've never won out, so they can't put a star anywhere, can they? But the fact that there's no date does annoy me a little bit. The seagull could be maybe slightly higher with date underneath it middle. But I do actually quite like that one, I'm not going to lie to you. 32nd, Swansea. Again, very minimalistic, but I do like it because it's not in a circle. 31, a new addition to the EFL this season, but a side that has been here for majority of its history anyway, is Oldham. Nice owl. Bit of oomph about this one. Not like Wednesday's little pathetic, scrawny one. This has got some oomph on it. I like the colours. I like the writing on inside. I like that. That's there's a little number as well that you can see, 1895. I've only just noticed that when you actually look at it that closely. That's a good badge. In at 30, I bet the majority of people have got this as probably like a top 5 or top 10er. But I'm not as convinced on it. Wolves. It's very Derby in terms of no date, no name. If you don't get it, you don't get it. And I feel like this is just better than Derby's because it actually is a wolf. And you can't put a Derby on a badge, can you? That you can actually stick a wolf on front of it. I do like it, obviously, because it's top 30. But I'm not having it compared to some other ones. I'm really not having it. It's just too... There's just not enough for me there. 29. West Ham. If you're known for something above everything else, if you've got such an iconic thing about you, like irons, then why would you not stick it on your badge? I really rate it for that reason. I like the colour scheme. No date's annoying, I'm not going to lie to you, but I still like it nevertheless. 29 for me, West Ham. 28 is Sheffield United. The only thing that I actually don't like about it is the rose that's above the blades. I feel like if it were just the blades themselves, similar to West Ham, they're known as blades. West Ham are known as irons. Get it on your badge. I don't think it needs any the other little gizmos around it. Just stick your blades on and no else. Dates on there. Yeah, it's alright, Sheffield United. 27, Reading. Again, as far as default circle badges go, I do think this is one of the best ones. It's really simplistic, but in a nice way. There's the odd little bit of detail, like the royal crown thing and whatever that lion is, and a ball in the middle. But I like the colour combo with the blue and white stripes as well, because that's what they're playing. I like that. I do genuinely like that. 26, Preston. Some sheep. I don't know what the PP stands for, to be honest. They've got the established date on there, Preston North End. Again, they've won title a couple of times. Obviously, it was 3 million years ago, but it still happened. I would be smacking that front and centre. I don't know why they don't do it. Portsmouth next. It's just quite cool, isn't it? It's just quite cool. I've got nothing much to say about that, but it is cool. Plymouth, this is really nice. Very, very nice. Quite an unusual shaped badge. The ribbon at bottom with PAFC. I like it. Again, no date does annoy me, I'm not going to lie. I love it when they've got a date on there. But the boat's really cool, and there's quite a lot of detail in that. When you actually zoom in and look at it properly, there is quite a lot of detail on the badge. It's not like the Wolves badge, for example, where there's absolutely minimal effort gone into it at all. At least there is something with the boat for Plymouth I quite like. Now, I've said that, and my next one's going to make no sense. Oxford. Next. Very similar, you could say, to Wolves in regard to it's just one animal thing looking straight at you in default form. But Oxford's name's in the badge, which I like. And I also like the little lines going down middle. It gives it a little bit of something rather than just a plain background. I quite like Oxford's. 22, just missing out on the top 20. I have got Newcastle. I think they should do with some magpies on there, personally. Instead, they've got some like seahorse things. I like the blue at the bottom. It's very in your face so that the Newcastle can sit on. I don't know what like the things are. There's a lot of these badges. I probably should have looked before, but if I'm just researching what every single unicorn means on every badge, I'll be here for 3 weeks. But Newcastle's is like quite iconic. I think I like it. Same as 21st for me, which just misses out, and it's Chelsea. I think this is probably one of the only ones again that is improved on itself from previous badges, from when they were like from early Premier League, when I was growing up, early 2000s. I think this is better than it, but the fact that it's just a boring circle and I just can't get over it. There's not, if it's going to be a circle, it's got to be a really good circle, and it is an half decent circle. It's not good enough to warrant being top 20 or top 10. Making it into the top 20, we've got Mansfield. Really nice block colours in background, nice big stag head thing. Mansfield Town Football Club. Yep, I'm impressed. Not a circle, which helps. I like it, but it's different. I just really like the block colours in background. It makes it stand out. 19, Millwall. It's a big lion. There's some detail on it. Again, the fact that it is a circle does bring it down for me, but at least I've got date and the name on there. Very simplistic again, but the actual line itself has got some detail on it, where other ones just have got nothing. I do like Millwall's. 18, Sunderland. It's quite big in it. As far as a badge goes, it's quite wide rather than tall. Whereas a lot of them go that way, won't they? But I like Sunderland's. Again, I couldn't tell you for life of me what half its stuff says on it. They have got a little Latin thing up there, aren't they, as well? So we're going to have to see what that says. Consectatio excellente is the Latin phrase meaning pursuit of excellence, called. Again, really nice. Some other ones further down, the Latin phrases are really shit. But these recent ones, who else had a really cold one? Everton's one mint. That's a good one, that, from Sunderland. 17, Liverpool. They've got the Liverbird on there. I like the green, to be fair. I like the flames from the side. It's a very iconic badge. And they've got the You'll Never Walk Alone on top. Their established date. They've obviously won too much stuff from to stick out stars on. Liverpool's a very good one. It's a very, very high up one. Ipswich next. It's just very different. Again, it's similar to Liverpool in fairness. It's not like there's no default shield like this with any other ones. It's its own man as far as having the shield round edge goes. It's got its name on. I like the horse thing and the squiggles. I don't know, but I quite like it. Arsenal, big gun, front and centre, wicked. Bit of gold on there as well, nice. 14th, Charlton. This is the last seriously minimalistic one with no detail that I've got on here, but I do just like it. I just think, oh, with like a sword or something on there, it's just got a big like quite high on it. I like it. Brentford next. A big B, not what they're known as, similar to Oxford, little lines in background. It gives it a little bit of something. Date they were formed, name, happy days. I do like the B in the middle of it, I can't lie. I do like it. The colours pop. Nice. And just missing out on top 10, Birmingham. We have got Birmingham. They've got the name on the sachet thing that goes round, which is cool. The date at bottom, the world on top of football. It's absolutely nothing to do with Birmingham as a city, which gives it minus points, I think. But it is cool. It is a really cool badge. Top 10. Barnsley. Shield round edge. Name, date. Speaks to the history of the town. A miner and a glass blower. Coat of arms in middle. Latin phrase. Spectum ascendo. Judge us by our actions, baby. Holy shit. League One. Oh my god. And the level of detail on that thing, by the way, when you zoom in. Incredible. Very nice. Oh, really good. Only good thing about this place. 9th. Wigan. You thought I'd had enough at minimalistic badges? I have. But this is still really good. Name, date, 2 golden ball things, a big tree at middle. I just think it's cool. I like it. Same as Gillingham in 8th. I've got no real reason for liking these. You just like what you like, don't you? And that's it. Name, no date. A little bit angry. But I like the black and white on left. I like the unicorn thing with a mohawk on right hand side. Nice. It's just cool, that. 7th. Leicester. This is one of them badges that at least has got some level of detail within it. And again, I feel like if the centerpiece is a completely different colour to everything else around it, it does make it stand out quite a bit. And the fox does exactly that. It's what they are, what they're known as, foxes. They've got the flower thing in background, Leicester Football Club right edge. Bang on. Now this one, this goes against everything that I should like. Absolutely everything. but it's just so good. It's so good. QPR. That badge is absolutely incredible. I think it's just font at QPR. It's so slick. It's very London, isn't it? It's very London, but I do like it. Oh, it's very corporate, absolute corporate baddie QPR. But they do not get in my top 5. They do not get in my top 5. These are the chosen ones. Crystal Palace in at 5th. Big Eagle, what they're known as, on top of a palace. Happy days. The colour combo is what they're playing. Crystal Palace along ribbon. Very obtuse. It's not got any shield. It's not got a circle, for God's sake. It's its own standalone thing, but you can still read everything that's on it. The level of detail is very good. It describes what they are. It's perfect. Palace at 5th. 4th, this is just quite hard, to be fair. Hull. This is quite a... Ugh. It's just like... It's quite in your face. Nice colours. Really nice colours. Badge on their name. A big tiger. Losing it. What a bid. Top 3. Bronze medal. Man United. Iconic. Absolutely iconic. Again, it's not a circle, but it's not a million miles off. It is a general circle-ish shape, but it's different. 2 little balls. I love the colour scheme. I can't keep saying it. Devil in middle. I think it is just the stature of the club as well that plays a part, because you look at it and you just immediately like, Man United. But yeah, they're 3rd place for me. They do not break top 2, because silver medal for me. Drumroll, please. Blackburn. Wicked. So different. So different. Big Lancashire Rose. Blackburn Rovers that goes round. It's a circle, but it's in like a tray, innit? It's like it's in a baking tray when you look at it. You know what it looks like, actually? It's like you've put a dirty plate in dishwasher. When you actually stand back and look at it, it's like a very fancy plate. You've got your best china out, haven't you? You've got friends around. You've got some company. We're going to get his best plates out. Oh, my bloody hell. And that's what it looks like. Big flour on it. Stick it in dish tray afterwards. That's what it looks like. Which is making me not like it anymore, so I'm just going to move on. But I do like Blackburns. Which means that number 1 for me, the best badge in the 92. Thank you for watching. I have got West Brom. Wicked. Absolutely wicked. The level of detail on the bird and the little cherry, I don't know what they are, but they're cool. I like the colours in background. Smack in middle, bold letters, West Bromwich Albion. The shield thing's cool. Everything about it. If you step back, if you get forward, if you make it do okey cokey, everything about that thing. Very nice badge. Really cool. I don't know anymore. Boys, absolute pleasure. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe if you do enjoy. I am currently on holiday, which is why this is the level of content produced. Love you all. Cheers. See you in a bit. Goodbye.
I say I'm a man, yes, I'm a mucker. I think of me saying as a right good looker. I say up that. Show us the tits.